had a great experience here in Vancouver where there's been a medley of researchers, practitioners, policymakers, civil society coming together to talk about the real issues. For me, the most important thing is how we can really strengthen health systems to respond to gender and social inclusion. So often it's the most vulnerable groups that don't have good access to health services, their voices are not heard in policy dialogue forums, and there still is a long way to go to achieve the sort of equitable outcomes that we all want from health systems around the world.
It's a good mix of researchers and implementers. I come from the implementation background, and I can hear to the researchers and bring a beneficial connect between the researcher and the implementer, and coming together with writing better position papers for critical issues.
It's been a very useful symposium. It brought in a lot of people from all over the world who have been doing the work. Like, for example, the organization I work for in Uganda, African Center for Global Health and Social Transformation, is actually spot on in these processes, in that we need to empower the local populations, the people themselves belonging to those countries, to take a lead in the process to ensure that we work together to develop viable systems responsive. We have had countries, for example, the West African episode of Ebola. It came at a process when the countries were not prepared, system was not ready. But the engagement of international community coming together, working with the local people, empowering them, brought a quick change. We believe this is the way to go.
Il s'agit d'une bonne réunion qui a permis le partage d'expériences et d'apprendre une série de choses sur le système de santé dans le monde et qui donne la possibilité aussi de partager autour des questions importantes du moment sur un fond de la nécessité de la résilience du système de santé pour réellement espérer contribuer suffisamment à l'atteinte des objectifs pour le développement durable. Merci beaucoup et plein succès à la prochaine réalisation.
What I'll be taking away from this symposium is a lot of business cards, contacts, people that are doing interesting work, and the ambition to connect some of the dots, plus meeting people in my own organization who do health systems work, community health work, and connect the two. So that sounds very exciting, and I look forward to Liverpool.
Pour ce symposium, c'était vraiment intéressant, mais je regrette parce que notre pays, le Burundi, n'a pas été suffisamment représenté, alors que nous avons quelques instituts de recherche qui devraient être ici pour présenter leurs recherches au cours de l'année. Alors, pour nous, je pense que durant les 2 ans, nous allons sensibiliser au niveau de tout le pays, au niveau des décideurs pour pouvoir financer surtout les institutions de recherche pour venir eux aussi présenter leur travail de recherche. Merci.
It's been a really great symposium this year. I've enjoyed it a lot, and one of the most refreshing elements of it has been the visibility of policymakers in the debates and sessions. What we're missing still is the voices of community health workers who we've heard throughout the week are a core part of making health systems resilient. And until their voices are represented in a symposium like this, I think there's still a gap.
Well, I think as a researcher myself, I found that the symposium was very. It's like a buffet. You got to choose what kind of theme or what kind of topics are you interested in, and then you can deep dive into each topic, because the symposium is actually organized in such a way which is very helpful. But I think across the symposium, I learned that as a researcher, we have a lot of work to do in the future, tackling with challenges in SDG and the problems and the contexts within our country. But we also can learn from other countries and experience from other countries, and we can actually build a network to help us face or tackle these challenges better, hopefully.
Yeah, it is a great session. I think that they have identified very important issues for research as well as those that can be taken into account as we go forward in health system strengthening. I'm really delighted at the emphasis on health system strengthening because it is an area which requires a lot of attention, as we have seen in Ebola case, that how important it is to have a strong information system, a strong grassroots organization as well as the medical facilities. So I think we have learned the lesson, and now we should focus on health system strengthening and also using mobile technology. There are opportunities for strengthening all aspects of the health system through mobile technology. So I think it's a great conference.
Ce symposium, c'est un lieu où les gens s'échangent des expériences, et là, quand nous allons rentrer dans nos États, nous allons revenir avec de détermination, avec des expériences, avec beaucoup d'autres stratégies pour aider nos États, pour aider que les systèmes de santé de nos États soient meilleurs qu'ils le sont aujourd'hui, parce que nous sommes assez ignorés, nous sommes dans des États, moi je suis de la République démocratique du Congo, et nous avons des systèmes de santé qui sont vraiment pas bons, si on peut le dire, parce que la population ne participe pas activement à la construction de ces systèmes. Alors là, nous avons compris avec tant d'expérience des amis, et quand nous allons rentrer dans nos États, nous ferons ça. Nous allons donner de bonnes propositions à nos dirigeants.
What I'll be taking away from the Global Symposium is the fact that there is a whole community of practice that come together to deliberate on issues around politics, around power, around resilience, and how important our health systems is, and for that matter, how important it is for us to look after it and to think about the communities, the actors, and people within the communities especially. It talks about health policy makers. We have seen their experiences, which is great. Different experiences from also researchers, advocates were here, and so the emergence of all these different ideas within the health system and how they navigate and negotiate the health system is very important. The one thing I'll be taking away is that actors matter, policy matter, the health system is important and we have to take care of it.
Par rapport au système de santé, il faudrait penser beaucoup plus aux communautés, savoir quels sont les plus importants, développer les politiques qui se concentrent exactement sur leurs besoins et adapter les systèmes de santé pour qu'ils répondent de façon efficace et surtout au niveau opérationnel. La dernière chose, c'est que le niveau district est important, très important pour offrir des soins aux populations rurales, aux populations défavorisées, aux populations vivant dans des situations difficiles. Voilà le message principal qu'on pourrait donner de cette conférence.
We need continued learning, and this has been an opportunity to learn, to do better work, to reach the people who need the services, and to end preventable deaths. And that is a privilege that we should continue to really appreciate and honor the people that depend on us.
I will say three things. One, we need to agree on definition of resilience, how to measure resilience, and how to build it. This one thing. The second point is, if we want to build resilience in health systems, we need first build community systems. The third and last point, that it's time now to shift the task of doing research from researchers to community members.
So what we got from the symposium?
That there needs to be a greater connection between research and policy.
Yes. And what I learned a lot from different countries and different perspectives, which was really interesting to apply to what I've learned in my master's program.
It's the improvement of the quality of research being presented, the depth and breadth of the exchange with participants, and we've seen improvement from Montreux now to Vancouver, and congratulations to the organizer, congratulations to the presenter, and the bilingual or even the trilingual aspect of it has been great. So congratulations to all the participants, to the organizer, and to our host in Canada.
Moi, c'est Fatim Alongo, je viens de la RDC. Je suis venu présenter mon sujet de recherche. C'était sur les facteurs expliquant la sous-utilisation des centrales de distribution régionale. Et en dehors de ça, j'ai quand même eu plusieurs opportunités. J'ai eu des contacts, j'ai eu des nouvelles notions, et je pense que en utilisant tout ce que nous avons reçu ici au symposium, je pense qu'on fera de nos systèmes de santé un système de santé robuste. Et c'est là aussi va nous aider à développer nos pays, parce que quand on dit toujours en développant les systèmes sanitaires, on avance directement vers le développement. Et pour passer à l'amélioration de la qualité des soins de santé, il faut passer par les médicaments.
I think I'll be taking away the fact that we need to invest a lot more in our health systems, especially in Africa, and the fact that integration is the way to go. We know that many African countries are trying to achieve universal health coverage, but those systems necessary to ensure that every citizen is not left out are key in trying to provide quality health services at all levels. One of the things I would take away is that the efforts of the global community in trying to address the various system bottlenecks is key. And looking at the next 10-15 years, our collective efforts in doing that is very important.
And it's always a realization when you come to these forums that we share the same perspectives and persuasions and objectives in terms of public health and health equities. And I think these type of forums are always important to reinforce those cross and interdisciplinary perspectives. And I always think that it's a platform to engage, network, and accumulate knowledge across boundaries. And one thing, it's a melting pot of different countries, which is always exciting.
It was a wonderful experience for me coming from India and participating in this global symposium, where I not just heard a lot of very interesting sessions with respect to resilience, health systems, models of health systems, issues of equity, issues of distribution, issues of access, and what's happening all over the world with respect to the health space. And the takeaway from me is to kind of look at how I can apply my learnings in whatever I have learned during this last 5 days.
This Health Systems Global Conference opportunity to really appreciate the essence of harnessing all actors and players and that system structures within our local angle to ensure that indeed we make healthcare accessible, affordable, and available for those who need it most, especially in the rural segments of our structures. This global conference has indeed provided exposition on feasible systems, practical solutions to addressing local challenges at all times. And I see this as an opportunity for us to make a difference within local systems that are there. And I think that this global approach to addressing local issues is a perspective that ought to be appreciated by all actors and players at this point in time. This is an opportunity we must all welcome at all times, and that is well appreciated.
I'm going to be taking away amazing friends.
And good times.
Networking. And gender equality.
Lots and lots of
it.
gender equality, yeah.
And Justin Trudeau.
Yes. Can he be our new president, please? Can we take him?
I've just realized that from this workshop or from this conference, it's very important to have a holistic attitude towards health and to view health systems as beyond health services, because the context in which health services are delivered matters. So we need to look at the providers, we need to look at the consumers, we need to look at the politics and the economics that structure health services provision.
Let young voices be heard.
Let young voices be heard!
Thinking of the fact that a lot of people are doing things all over the world to try to improve health systems, and being part of this large community is great. And I think it helps to know that there's a lot to learn from others, where there have been a lot of experiences, and you can apply that in a very operational way to developing systems. So I think we can keep it going, sharing information, sharing ideas, and helping change the world. Thank you.